Right. Au revoir is the most common way to say goodbye in spoken French. It means until we see each other again, which is kind of sweet when you think about it, compared to the English goodbye. That sounds so final and borderline angry. Au revoir is basically the all-purpose goodbye that can be used in both formal and informal situations. It does come in handy in professional settings when you're surrounded by people you do business with or those with whom you must be on your best behavior. Yet, here I am, bluntly asking you to stop using it.
What the hell?
Listen, I'm not here to fight, okay? Just hear me out, please. Now, au revoir is great and all, but just like many great things, it's overused and it can come across as overly formal when interacting with friends, family, and anyone you're very well acquainted with. For instance, all I hear when signing off with my French learners is au revoir, au revoir, au revoir.
Au revoir.
And I get it, I'm the teacher, right? But in case you can tell, I'm a very laid-back person and so are my lessons, and over time our conversations do become more intimate, and that definitely puts us beyond au revoir territory. You don't need to au revoir me after we've spent countless hours discussing your love life, my non-existent love life, and everything in between. We're pretty much buddies, we're family at this point, so you can go ahead and be more casual with me. Anyway, all jokes aside, I'm not asking you to entirely ban it from your French vocabulary. Of course not. I would never. However, there's a myriad of alternatives to choose from when it's time to say your goodbyes in French. And so today I've come to share 20 fun words and expressions you can use instead to say bye like a Frenchie. So we'll start with some of the most casual byes. We'll see how to say see you using the R plus point in time rule. Yes, I totally made that one up. We'll learn how to wish people a good day, a good night, etc. using Bon and Bonne. And finally, we'll look at the gestures that usually accompany goodbyes in France. So if you're up for it, sit back and keep watching. When it comes to goodbyes, salut finishes second and takes a spot on the podium right next to au revoir. If you've watched my last video, you know that it's also one of French people's favorite greetings and one that you will hear a lot. And for those of you who still think that learning French is hard, salut is definitely here to prove you wrong since it means both hi and bye. Doesn't get much simpler than that, now does it? Be careful, however, not to use it with your doctor or the shopkeeper, etc. because it is a tad more casual than bye is in English. So by all means, go ahead and au revoir your doctor all you want. Unless, of course, they have a habit of sharing details of their personal life with you. Just like salut, ciao is used quite a bit to mean bye as well, and we would usually say it twice. We'd say ciao ciao or ciao ciao. Don't ask me why. All I know is that we snatched it from Italian and made it our own. Unlike the Italians though, who use ciao to say hi and bye, we only use it to say bye in a very casual context. And nope, we did not stop at ciao. We went ahead and stole bye from English as well because we, the people of France, find it hip and trendy to use foreign words, especially English words, in daily situations. And bye is actually very common, much more than ciao actually. So you'll hear many people say bye or bye-bye with a French twist, of course, to say goodbye. Also, something worth noting is that salut, ciao, and bye are often preceded by allez in French, and in this case, allez means something like alright. So you're more likely to hear allez, salut, alright, bye, for example, rather than salut on its own. Alright, now I've got a fun and easy to remember rule for you that'll instantly add several new words and expressions to your arsenal of French goodbyes. I normally don't like rules a lot myself, but this one is very useful, so here goes. Very simple. Adding the preposition à with a grave accent, an accent grave, before a time-related word means see you. See you whenever that point in time is. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so for instance, samedi means Saturday. À samedi means see you Saturday. And of course, it works with every day of the week. So, à dimanche, à lundi, à mardi, à mercredi, à jeudi, à vendredi, à samedi et à dimanche. Once again. Demain means tomorrow. À demain means see you tomorrow. La semaine prochaine means next week. À la semaine prochaine means see you next week, and so on. You got it? Alright. So with that in mind, here's some more ways you can say goodbye in French. À bientôt. Bientôt means soon. À bientôt means see you soon. À ce soir. Ce soir means tonight. À ce soir means see you tonight. À tout de suite. À tout de suite means see you in a little bit, see you in a bit. The literal translation would be see you right away, since tout de suite means right away. You'd use this when you're leaving for a very short period of time, a short break, for example, or say you're on the phone with a friend that you're about to meet up with and you're letting them know that you'll be there within the next few minutes. You can also drop the de suite and simply say à tout. It has the same meaning as à tout de suite, but it's super casual, so just be mindful of that. À tout à l'heure. À tout à l'heure means see you later today, in a few hours. L'heure in à tout à l'heure means the hour. So when you say à tout à l'heure to someone, it does come with the expectation that you will actually see them in a matter of hours. Not days, not weeks, hours. And you already know it with certainty. And it's actually very important that you understand this because in English, you guys be throwing see you laters at people even if you don't intend to actually see them, today. And you can't do that in French when you say à tout à l'heure. Like if you say à tout à l'heure to me, you've got to mean every single word, and I'm seeing you today, period. À plus tard. À plus tard also means see you later. Again, usually the same day, but we're more flexible with this one. It's very similar to à tout à l'heure, and you can make both expressions more casual, more conversational by truncating them, just like we did with à tout de suite. So with à tout à l'heure, it's common to get rid of the à l'heure and simply say à tout. The same goes for à plus tard, which becomes à plus. The only thing is that you need to make sure you pronounce the final consonants. Otherwise, it won't make any sense and people won't understand you. Both are very commonly used and they mean see ya or later. À la prochaine. À la prochaine is also an ellipsis. It's short for à la prochaine fois. La prochaine fois literally translates to next time. So really what you're saying here is see you next time. You can use this when you hope to see the person again, but you don't know when it will happen. Kind of like see you around, if you will. À très vite. Now, à très vite is very popular, very common, and a favorite of mine because it's a very friendly, warm thing to say to someone. It isn't proper French grammar, but, we don't need to get into this today. It basically means see you very shortly, like you're excited, you can't wait to see the person again, and you hope that it'll happen very, very soon. Un de ces quatre, un de ces jours. Un de ces quatre is very informal, and the literal translation doesn't make any sense at all because quatre means four. So basically what you're saying is see you one of those fours. Yeah, well, I didn't make the rules, okay? But it basically means see you around, see you one of those days, and this is precisely what un de ces jours translates into. Un de ces jours means one of those days, so un de ces jours means see you one of those days. To wish someone a good day, a good afternoon, or what have you, you'll do so by using the words bon and bonne. For instance, bonne journée means have a good day, enjoy your day. And here, bonne is simply a variation of the word bon, which means good. You know, French is a very fascinating, thought-provoking language where words can actually claim their own gender identity. So some words are masculine, others are feminine. We don't have non-binary words yet, but you know, language is ever evolving, so who knows, that might happen. Anyway, simply put, bon becomes bonne whenever it's followed by a feminine noun, and in this case, journée, la journée is feminine, so bon becomes bonne. Bon après-midi. Bon après-midi means enjoy your afternoon, have a good afternoon. Après-midi is masculine, so bon doesn't change into bonne, and natives tend to simply say après-midi for short instead of après-midi, so it isn't uncommon to hear bon après-midi, passe un bon après-midi, but that's very casual. Bonne soirée. Bonne soirée means have a good evening. The word soirée is evening, like an evening stand, if that makes sense. It is exactly what you would say to wish people a good evening when leaving a conversation, for example. Not to be confused with bonne nuit. Learners often get the two mixed up because bonne nuit literally translates to good night, but it's important to understand the difference between them. In English, it's common to say good night or have a good night when you're leaving a restaurant or any kind of gathering, you know, when you're leaving friends after hanging out with them. But in French, bonne nuit is used completely differently. It isn't a goodbye per se. What it means is sleep well, have a good night's sleep, and it's only to be used when you're literally going to bed, when you're already in bed, or say you're putting a kid to bed, you will say good night to them. Au plaisir de vous revoir. Now, these don't have anything to do with bon or bonne, but I just wanted to mention them very quickly, just so you're aware. They are very formal. Au plaisir de vous revoir and au plaisir for short means to the pleasure of seeing you again. It's used mostly by waiters, restaurant owners, shop owners, or I don't know, hairstylists, etc. as you're leaving their establishments, and it's a warm invitation for you to come back. And I won't mention adieu because no one uses adieu. It's very old French and it means farewell, pretty much. Like you'll literally never seeing the person again, you know, like they're dying or something. But even then, you wouldn't say adieu. I don't know, it's just weird. Don't say it, but just be aware of it, basically. Now, when it comes to goodbye gestures, one word, la bise. If you are in France, get ready to get kissed goodbye. Literally. Like we've seen in my previous video, la bise, the infamous kiss greeting, is very dear to French people and it cannot be avoided among friends and acquaintances. And even COVID didn't manage to end its reign. People would sometimes take off their mask, do la bise, and then put the mask back on. Like, you know, that's how serious this business is. And yes, men will also kiss or shake hands, and if you happen to go to a gathering and you know, you bring your significant other, she's getting kissed as well by other men. So if you are the jealous type, just hide her, or I don't know, you can also wave hi and bye from afar, but I mean, that's not the preferred way, but you know, you can definitely opt for that too. You've got options, people, you've got options. Alright, that was it for today. Thank you for watching and I hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the next video. Salut, à la prochaine, à très vite, à bientôt, à la semaine prochaine, à mardi, à lundi, à vendredi. Au revoir.